Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to be specifically looking at how you can score high in the Dastardly Duos event. Now I'm going to be covering more advanced tips on how to get a high score, but I want to keep it quick and simple, so we're going to hopefully keep things nice and neat. Firstly, you need to speak to Wooden the Troll. Ensure you have the hot dog in your map. It's usually just spawned there, but usually if you speak to him beforehand, you have a better time. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get the Darling Duos achievement. This can be earned fairly easily. All you have to do is start a run, go into the run, clear the first boss or so, get the last boss relatively close to being defeated, and then kind of like tank yourself, like literally die 3 times on purpose, defeat the run, come back, and then speak to Vinny. This will give you the Duo's Darling achievement, and it increases your score quite substantially when you win a run with minimal deaths. Before the run begins, we need to ensure a couple things. Always take the hot dog debuff. There's a mage table if you need. This can be helpful for some characters. It will spawn if you take an NPC. You can buff up here. I didn't use any flasks or anything, but they will help you. What I do is I take the can of amp, which is great for movement speed as a tank. Otherwise, I take the cake for range DPS, as this allows me to do more damage. I'm very unlikely to get hit by anything other than AoE. And then I take the movement speed or the healing buff for my melee DPS. Now, starting the run and just in general before the first boss, what you want to do is you want to quickly whittle down the props. You'll notice that I'm targeting the props. This is because the cherry bombs that you use to increase your score are inside the props. So you want to take out the props as quickly as possible. If you manage to find a bomb, that's awesome because it will start to allow you to set up your zone. Be careful of pulling too many packs at once, as the mobs can stun you, and if you get stun locked you will die. So keep it to 2 or 3 at a minimum, especially if you're the tank or a melee character. Once you have some bombs, be sure to kick them. Try to overlap their areas just enough. Basically keep edges of their circle together, because you want to increase and make a bigger area for your score buff. The first boss, Glubtrock, is pretty straightforward. Just focus on the ads around him and use this as a time to kind of focus on picking up gears from the ground, which we'll talk about later, using items from your inventory, like your overburn clocks to add time, or your mob pull packs. Try to pull mobs during this time. It's crucial that you add some extra mobs because he casts. It's easy to pull extra mobs into the circle, avoid his easy fire attack, and score some extra debuff, especially if you're running good on time. The Watchkeeper is a little bit more challenging. He applies a debuff that will reduce the healing you can receive. It stacks, so the more you get hit, the less you heal. And if you're using an NPC healer, or you're just a healing class, or you just keep yourself up, it's going to be a problem for you. Try to run away at about 8 seconds and use the vehicles that you see around the map to kind of negate the debuff. By entering them, you become immune to the boss, and if you manage to do them while the debuff is despawning out, the boss will hit you, it won't trigger a refresh, and you'll be able to handle everything. A crucial aspect of any successful run is cog management. You need to pick up as many cogs as possible. Not every cog will increase your time, but a lot of them will. By getting 10 of them, you get the maximum cog bonus, and you need to keep your time roughly above 3 minutes. This will give you a fairly good score come the end of the round. Spawning additional mobs is great, but it's not as important as timekeeping. Making sure that you have 3 minutes and you've picked up as many cogs as possible will score you over 250,000 alone. Then bosses and end of score runs matter a lot more than just picking up 1 extra pack of mobs. But fighting the mobs within the 2 times bonus, picking up extra packs where possible, and using your bulwark horns to call extra mob packs during the Glubtrock fight is very crucial. Finally, vehicles. Like I mentioned, they're great for removing debuffs for you, but they also have the added benefit, basically, of de-aggroing the boss. So by getting in the vehicle, you give yourself some freedom of space from the boss, especially the melee ones, to act a bit better. Finally, practice your runs, try to keep your deaths below 1, and basically use whatever stuns and silence you have to manage the mob packs. Make sure you have some decent general AoE CC, and you'll come out just fine. That's it from me. Good luck. See you guys next time. Till then, take care and bye.